Hello, welcome to Christine's Home Affair, where you find all the new and exciting things to do. So just hang around and she will show it to you.
Hi, welcome back to Christine's Home Affairs. If you're new to the channel, I'm Christine. This is my mum, Hannah.
Hello.
So this is the first time ever that I've been able to get mum to come up in front of the camera with me. She said no every single time, but after last night's videos and lots of begging from you guys, she's finally here.
Yes, I do that.
So
It takes a lot of courage to do that,
Yeah.
to go out in the world.
So now is when you tell everybody how awesome I am.
What, you awesome? Of course, you got it from me.
All right, we're going to do a project together. I feel like I'm going red, actually.
Yes, you are.
I am. All right, so we have a project that we're going to work on together. Mum doesn't know that she's actually going to be doing the sewing too on my industrial machine.
Oh, no.
I'll slow it down a lot.
Real slow.
I hope so anyway. What we're making today are cord keepers. So this is what Chris does. He has toilet rolls and he has lots of different size cords, and he sells them in the shop for $1 or $2 each.
What, the toilet rolls?
Yeah, he sells them for $2 and then they get the cord for nothing.
Wow, there is money made out everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get that from her. So cord keepers, they look a lot better than toilet rolls. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to do them in a few different sizes so that if you've got a thicker cord like this, or one of your appliance cords, or even just a little USB cord or your earbud chargers, we're going to make some cord keepers in different sizes.
More acceptable.
Yeah, they look prettier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
So stick around and see if we can mess it up together.
Yeah, we try.
Okay, so here's everything that we're going to use. Today's project is going to use nothing but scrap fabric that's been pulled out of the cupboard or out of boxes, and we are going to stabilise it. We're going to use just a cotton interfacing. It's a fusible, and yeah, we don't need anything heavier than that. And we're also going to be using little plastic snaps. You can use Velcro if you want to, but I find plastic snaps much easier to work with. So we've got a whole heap of different colours, lots of different coloured fabrics, and we're going to make these up in lots of different sizes. Because we're using some scrap stabiliser, we're just going to go and attach a heap of fabric to the stabiliser, and then we'll cut it all to size. I think that's the best way to go. That way we can use up a lot of this and a lot of the little bits of fabric. So we'll be back right after Mum's done all the ironing. So we're going to cover up a couple of different types of cords. So I've gone and cut up a few pieces of fabric, and you can really do these in any size at all. I'm going to give you some measurements that I've got here, but you can do whatever size you like. So I've got a couple of pieces that are 25 by 8 centimetres, which are 10 by 3 inches. There's 13 by 15 centimetres or 5 by 6 inches. And then you've got 3 by 11 inches or even 5 by 6 inches. I'll pop all of those measurements up on the screen and you'll see the difference in them when we finish them. So we're going to have them folded in different ways. So in order to save time, especially if I'm going to sew these to sell, I'll fold my pieces of fabric in half with the right side facing, and I'll place that on the edge of the stabiliser like that. Grab the next piece of fabric, do the same thing. I'll fold that one in half lengthwise. I'll place that down beside it, and I'll start filling up this piece of stabiliser just to use up what I can and not have to worry about fussing with different measurements. So with all the fabric folded in half right side together, we'll take that to the heat press and fuse it all together, and then we'll be ready to sew it up. We've got our fusible stabiliser on one half of the fabric, whether it's lengthwise or widthwise, it really doesn't matter. I want to put some curves onto the short edge of each of the pieces of fabric. So whilst they're folded in half, just take anything that's got a curve on it. It doesn't matter what size at all. And we'll just shape the edge here. I'll do that for all of the pieces. So there's no right or wrong size for the curves that you want to do. I'm not even going to measure them. So as long as you have your curve shaped across the centre, you'll be fine. Okay, so we've got our curves shaped on the top and bottom of our pieces of fabric, and we don't need to cut them out at this stage. As you sew along the edge here, you'll use the edge of your fabric on the edge of your foot as your stitching guide, and then you'll do the same thing with this curved edge that we've drawn. So we don't have a set seam allowance for this project.
Okay, so the next step is we have to trim the corners. We have to cut around the edges there. And I will show you how I do that. I don't know if I do it right. So there you go. And now that side. I hope I do it right or I'll be in trouble, you know.
Oh, you will be.
Yeah. Okay, then I have to trim the edges. Not to go into the stitches. I try not to, but they look a bit funny. So, oh God, hard job. I don't know how she does it. On that side, it's a corner there. We don't want that corner. So chop, snip, snip. I don't know how many snips he wants, but try not to cut the thing. Okay, I don't like the corner. Okay, so they're all snipped around, so now we have to turn it inside out and see how we work that one out. Well, you can tell I'm not Christine. I mean, I'm only a mother, so I don't know where she get it from. Definitely not for me. I just started sewing when she teach me stuff, and I try to do it, and I have to ask her how I do that, and I don't know where she gets it from. Okay, so now we have to get that one in. Oh, perfect.
Oh, looks beautiful.
Perfect. And that's where we're going. Probably she's going to top stitches around. I don't know.
Oh, you tell me. What are we going to do?
I think we need a top stitch.
Okay, we'll top stitch. So once we've finished all of those, we'll top stitch all the way around.
Okay.
Okay, so just to recap, I'll give you a more close-up view of the stitching here. We've got the stitching line on the curve just along there, and we've got our opening in this section here. So where I've drawn that line, we're just cutting around that and then clipping close to the stitching line, as Mum said. Oh, and I have to do the other side.
Yeah, don't forget another side. Can't forget that.
No. But then, as you mentioned, you could have left the edge square. You didn't have to do two curved edges.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfection, isn't it?
Well, that's what you've bred, isn't it? And then we'll turn it through, even up the side edges, especially on the curves. And then we'll take the whole lot back to the machine and top stitch. Mum's afraid of my machine because it goes too fast for us, so I'll be the one doing the sewing.
Yeah, you do.
I'll take these back to the machine and quickly go and top stitch around each one of them. I usually like to do the top stitching in a larger stitch length, but this is such a little project, I'm just going to leave it the same setting. Well, look at that. Mum's done a wonderful job matching up all the snaps to the different fabric.
Yeah, I think they're beautiful.
Okay, so what we need to do now, you don't have to go and take any measurements, but if you want to, I've got the front overlapping the inside by about 2 centimetres or 3/4 of an inch. Whilst we've got these two ends together, you can just eyeball the centre and poke a hole right in the middle.
Don't put it in your finger. I got first aid, you know.
Have you?
Yes, I
Oh,
have.
good. Because I don't have a defibrillator here.
No, we don't need that.
It, okay.
We maybe need a Band-Aid.
So once you've poked a hole right through there, we can take that and pop our snaps on. So we'll take one of the top caps on this side. Squeeze the two together, and we need to take the top cap on the underside for the other end. So on this side we've got the top cap, on the opposite end we've got the top cap underneath. Did you give me the same side of each?
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a good idea.
So I think I need to trade her in.
So which
The
one
bright
you need?
pink. There it is. That.
Okay.
You always want to double check that you've got the right sides. And once that's done, so it's okay. I did that just to get a reaction. So this is one of the shorter ones that we've done, and we've got a couple of longer ones for bigger cords. So that will just wrap around and hold your cord securely in place.
Very nice.
Yeah, beautiful button matching.
Yeah.
And we'll go and do the same for the rest of these. We have got a production line going because we all know how much I love assembly lines. I'm going to do all the stabbing and Mum's going to do all the stamping.
I try, yes.
Okay.
And then the other one goes the opposite. Right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So that should be all right. There you go.
Well done.
Look at that.
I think it looks like you've done those before.
Hey, all the time.
These
Oh.
ones I'll take.
That's you take blue. It's like a assembly line.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I like.
you do. You can do that.
Oh, you've got the clamp.
I lend it to you. Ah, terrific.
So these ones have got the snaps in, you've just got to press them closed.
Okay. Did you put them in the right way?
Of course I did. Trust me.
Oh, don't say that. There you go.
Excellent. All right, so we've finished them all up. We've got, what have we got? 6 of them finished in hardly any time at all. And we've made a couple of different sizes for a couple of different size cords. So you can go and make these in any length. As I said earlier, if you had a really thick cord, you could go and make them a little bit longer. Perhaps put some Velcro on there because then you'll be able to wrap it around itself a couple of times. Easy way to tidy up your cords.
So get rid of a lot of scrap fabric.
Yeah, it's a fabulous little scrap buster.
That's pretty good for that.
There you go.
There we go. We done
So-
a good job.
Are we going to sell them in the shop?
Oh, definitely.
How much
Oh, I would say $5.
each?
$2.50.
I don't like working with coins.
Okay, then.
So what we'll do is bundle them. If
Yeah.
we put them in the shop, if I have these in the shop, which is probably a useful thing to do because people do like to buy little bits
Yeah.
and pieces, I would probably make it 3 for $10. Yeah, actually, my scrunchies I sell for $4 each or 3 for 10. So I think I would do something similar. I would have these $3 each, even though I don't like working with coins, or 3 for $10. And then that way they'll buy up more at a time. Yeah, so that's what we'll do if I put them in the
You
shop.
do that, yes,
Yeah.
and I get half of it. I worked here hard. I come here for a holiday. And she make me do things like that
Yeah.
to make money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, that's not on.
You've taught me well.
I suppose I did.
So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I hope you've enjoyed meeting Mum.
Well, yeah, I enjoy. Say hello to everybody, and just keep up the good work, huh?
Who, them or me?
Both of them.
Hope you've enjoyed this video and we shall.
See you next time.
We'll
Bye.
catch you next time.
Catch you next
No,
time.
what will we do?
What do we do?
I hope you've enjoyed this video. Oh, I don't know. I've forgotten how I end my videos.
Well, you better check up.
All right. Catch you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.
That was it.